There he is.
Now we are live. Let's freaking go. I'm super excited. So, for those of you that's on the call right now, I know there's going to be several more that join here very soon. I mean, I'm still letting people in. We're at like 34 people currently. This is going to be a call. If you actually consciously pay attention, you're going to feel like you got all of your money back from whatever dollar amount you spent on this training. Period. Like, that's how confident I am inside of this. So those of you that take this seriously, you're going to be super grateful that you did, because I don't take this stuff lightly. And my goal is to help all of you guys absolutely smash it out of the park. Okay. So I'm sitting here, I'm looking at all the faces on here right now. Let's see who we got. I see Jerome's young, handsome self there. Look at you, bud. Come on. I see Karam. I see Stacy, Craig, Julio. What's up, man? James, good to see you, bro. Nick, the beard's coming in nice. And then we got a bunch of you little weenies with your cameras off, but I'm not going to call you out, Lou Estevez. I mean, sorry. Nick, sorry.
I'm driving.
Let's go. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm always going to give you a hard time, bro. So you just get used to it.
Love it.
Jesse's
Love it.
cool. I like Jesse.
Oh, let's freaking do this. So, what do we got here? 36 people. I just let 4 more in. Let's get into it. Okay. So, I need some help from you guys. Okay. Because I've been in the rabbit hole when it comes to high ticket sales and building a coaching business. And I know there's a lot of mixed variety of people that's on this call. Okay. So if you guys could help me out, could you drop in the chat section what industry you're in, so I could see like who exactly that I'm speaking with? Could you guys do that for me? Okay, we're getting a lot of responses in here. I'm about to go through them right now. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. What do we got cooking up? Okay, yeah, keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right, let's read them through here. All right, okay. We've got health and fitness, digital marketing, financial services, art and creativity coaching. Come on, car sales, roofing, real estate coaching, HVAC, automotive insurance, solar coaching, landscaping, automotive, real estate coaching, sales and leadership coaching, door to door, talent planning, development, automotive. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love that, because what I'm going to particularly talk about is going to be super beneficial no matter what industry that you're in. That's the beautiful thing about it. Okay. That's the beautiful thing about it. So, what I would like to do is, for those of you that have like social media and Instagram, I just dropped my Instagram link in here. Okay. So I want you to send me a message on Instagram so I can make sure that I follow you back. Okay. So I'm going to follow back everybody that's on this call right now. And I want you guys, after you do that, I'll give you a second. I just dropped the link in the chat with my Instagram. But I want you guys to title your paper this, okay? I want you guys to title your paper Master the Art of Overcoming Rejection, okay? Master the Art of Overcoming Rejection. And I want you guys to know that I've got something that I'm gonna, let's go, Rob. I've got something that I'm gonna give you guys at the end of the call if you want. And it's a little special bonus from your boy Jesse, but you got to stay to the end, because that's when I'm gonna give it to you guys. So now we got a little incentive for you staying on the old call. So we're a little over 40 people right now. But title your papers and what you're taking notes on, Master the Art of Overcoming Rejection. I've been in sales since 2018. What is that? 7 years, roughly 7 years, 8 years that I've been in sales. I've been told no probably a million times more than I've been told yes. Okay. Just think about that. That's a lot of no's. That's a lot of no's. So when it comes down to rejection, all of you guys are in sales and all of you guys have been rejected before. Am I right? Everybody's been rejected. Every single person in here, whether it's with a girl, whether it's with a boy, whether it's in sales, we've all been rejected. But here's the cool thing. Rejection, it can either break you down, right? It could break you, or it could become your greatest fuel for your future success. But all of that depends on what's between these 6 inches of your ears. Okay. That's called your mindset. So I want to be 100% transparent. I'm not Superman. I'm not Andy Elliott. I know rejection hurts. I still don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe some of you are like, oh, I'm cool with it. I don't like it. I'm just being real. But whether we're talking about sales, whether we're talking about your relationship, your personal goals, rejection stirs up doubt. It stirs up your insecurities. But here's the facts about all of it. Here's the cold, hard truth. It's not rejection that's going to define who you are. It's going to be how you respond to it. Do you quit? Do you start talking negative to yourself? Does it make you want to just shy away and not talk to anybody? If it does, no big deal. We're going to solve that on this call. I've spent a lot of time learning and training on this specific thing. And I was looking at everybody's topics when we was doing the trainings for this. And I was like, this needs to be driven home. Yes, I could get on here and run objections with you guys all day long. I could do that. That would be sexy, but I don't really care about sexy anymore. I care about getting people results. Okay. So if you're about getting results, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. If you're on here right now, if you're wanting to get results, drop a 1 in the chat so that way we can know what we're working with. Oh, you guys are crazy. Dadgummit. Lou's even driving and put a 1. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So I want to, while I'm letting people in, I want to talk about this one particular thing. So just let a few people in. I want to talk about the psychology behind rejection. Okay. Like what's going on behind it. When somebody gets rejected, you guys know that feeling that just makes you feel like shit. I'm just being real. Like the feeling that makes you feel bad when you get told no. Well, when someone gets rejected, it triggers something inside of your brain's pain centers in a similar way to like physical pain, like me cutting my wrist. I went down the river, not across. I think that's no pun intended. But it triggers a similar pain as injury. Okay. And the instincts, your instincts is going to tell you to avoid pain. Because remember, there was one point in time, man and woman, we was fighting off saber-toothed tigers. We was living in the woods, in the caves. We was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And our brains, if we didn't think of a survival mechanism, we would have went extinct. But mankind is pretty smart, if you ask me. So guess what? We don't have to hunt and kill animals anymore to survive. There's a thing called a grocery store. And a lot of people, there's a thing called a drive-through. And a lot of people overuse the drive-through. That's why they're, I'm not going to say that, but their belly sticks out farther than, and never mind, you guys get it. But guess what? That's something that's ingrained in our brain. Our brain is designed to keep us safe. And when you get these rejections, your instincts might be to avoid further pain. It might be to avoid that because that's how our brains are programmed. Do you guys kind of feel what I'm talking about? Can you see it? Is it making sense? Are we putting this together? I know we're just right at the beginning. When pain happens in our life, no matter what it is, our body and our brain is going to design ways for us to forget it, to remove from it. And here's another thing. Your instincts, when you do get told no, it could lead you to not follow through with the objections you've been practicing. It could allow you to stall. It could allow you to freeze. It could allow you to second guess yourself. There's so many things that could happen because you got triggered because somebody told you no. Okay. Andy puts this plainly. And if you guys, I know most of you guys have been here training with us for a very long time. Okay. Andy puts this plainly. You have to build inner strength, which is your mentality. You have to build inner strength so that way, like what you say about yourself, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. I got a nice little mic right here. Listen to me. What you say about yourself has to be louder than the noise of rejection or other people's opinions. Okay? So for those of you that's taking notes, I see all you guys. I see you. This is something you need to write down. I don't even remember what I said, but it had something to do with this. All of the things, right? All of the things that's going on between your head. The voice inside your head, it needs to be louder than all the rejection and all of other people's opinions. It has to. If you internalize rejection, you end up living in what we call a mental prison. Okay? Nobody wants to live in prison, okay? At least on this call. Some of you may have lived in prison, okay? But check this out. If you internalize it, you're going to end up making your own mental brain. You're going to live in your own prison, but you're free. You're free on the outside, but you're in a mental prison trapped by fear, self-doubt, negativity, and our goal is to break out of that by embracing rejection. We have to rewire our brain and look at rejection as feedback, not failure. That's just the truth. So I want you guys to write this down. Rejection is fuel for growth. Okay? Rejection is fuel for growth. Think of, how can I, let's see. Think about it this way. Think of rejection as like part of your training process. It's just like hitting the gym. Okay? I love this. This is a great analogy. Okay. Your training process is just like hitting the gym. Each rejection that you get, each no that you get told, it literally strengthens your mindset. Just like weights do when it comes to building muscles. How about that? So rejection gives you three powerful things, okay? And these are some notes that I have written down right here. Rejection gives you three powerful things. The first one, what you guys need to write down, is reflection and refinement, okay? Reflection and refinement. What does this mean? What can you learn? Okay? What could you do differently next time? Rather than just like personalizing rejection and just think that you're the only one that gets rejection and then people tell you no, use it as information to improve what you got working on. If you are not able to record your calls and listen to how you sound after somebody tells you no, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get better because you're not studying your game film. Okay? So for those of you that have the opportunity to study your game film and listen to your conversations, maybe, I don't know if this is compliant. If I'm at a car dealership, you know what? I would press the little recorder on my phone when I'm going to present the numbers to a pencil. And I would listen to myself. And then after the call, I'd see what I buy from me. I would see what could I do differently next time. This is a game. This is a sport. Every football game that I played, because I played for 13 years, I watched the game twice after it was over to see how I could do better, to see how I could hit the gaps a little bit harder, to see if I would have done this one move, would I've got a few more yards. It's the same thing with fighting. Watch your tape. See your holes. See them. Find them. But you have to take action to look for them first. And it's going to be ugly because you're not going to want to listen to yourself, especially if you don't believe that you're that good. And even if you don't believe you're that good, you might be like, oh, why did I say that? Good. You need to put some more salt on that there wound so that way we can realize where we messed up. Okay. Number 2, mental toughness. Mental toughness. Every time that you bounce back from getting told no, every time you bounce back from rejection, you strengthen your resilience. Every time. I call it like water off a duck's back. For those of you guys in the back that didn't hear me, I call it water off a duck's back. You ever seen a duck get wet? It just rolls right off of them, baby, like water off a duck's back. Come on. So you show yourself that you're bigger than a no. You're bigger than somebody that doesn't agree with you. You're making the next objection that you get easier to handle. It's just the truth. Water off a duck's back. Write that down. Remember that little crazy little saying that Jesse said. Every time I get an objection, I don't ever, hey, water off a duck's back, baby. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. What we say to ourselves internally, and I know you guys dropped some fire stuff in the chat. Sean said some good stuff. Sean's on it. Your self-talk, like what you tell yourself internally, it creates your reality. Your frequency is what you frequently see. Okay? Your frequency is what you frequently see. Don't forget that. If you keep a promise to yourself, rejection just becomes a stepping stone and it's not a roadblock. It's not a leash, okay? A leash in your head is something that's holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself. And I want you guys to check this out. Knowledge minus leashes equal performance. Okay? Whoa. What'd you just say, Jesse? What was that? Knowledge, like the knowledge you have in your head, Jerome, minus the leashes, Jarius, the leashes, the things that hold you back, equals the performance that you have in the office, on the phone, in the dealership, on the field. That's a key. That's a key. Number 3, fuel for motivation. Number 3, write this down, fuel for motivation. You've got 2 options, okay? You've got 2 of them. You let rejection hold you back, right? That's number 1. Or number 2, guess what? Does anybody guess what number 2 is? I want somebody to guess. You have 2 options. You let rejection hold you back, or number 2. Drop in the chat what you think number 2 is. Okay, grow forward, dominate rejection, pretty much the same thing. You let rejection hold you back, or you let it drive you. That's right, fuel, break your barriers. You're right on it. You're right on it, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Successful people push forward by thinking. I'm going to show them. You have to play games with yourself. It might sound silly, but you have to have that self-talk. For the longest time, I was the biggest introvert. I hated doing this. I felt uncomfortable. I felt weird. But once I quit caring, after doing all this over and over and over in repetition, hey, water off a duck's back. It still hurts, yeah. But I don't let it slow me down. I don't let it slow me down. Now I look at it as this. I see each rejection that I get is one step closer to the breakthrough that I know is coming. And now, like where I'm at from investing over $100,000 in myself in the last 8 years with different coaches, mostly Andy, guess what? I look forward to getting an objection because now my sales process, I don't hardly get many. But when I do, the fun, let the games begin, because I know our shit helps people. And that's, if you know your stuff is good, I would love to go to war. And what does Andy say? Protect the pencil. Your pencil's your sword. You're going in for a deal. We got some automotive guys in here. I love it. I look forward to it. Rejection doesn't bother me. I just know I'm going to get closer to where I want to go. I don't even look at it as an objection or a rejection. I look at it as a concern somebody has, and it's my job to disarm them and help them move forward with the process. That's how I look at it. So if you've been in sales for several years, if you've been selling the same thing for a while, if you can't do that, maybe you got a leash in your head that you need to cut. Maybe there's a leash that's holding all the knowledge that you have back from showing your true, real performance. I don't know. Only you know. So what's going on in your head right now? Where are we at? What are you thinking? Let's fix it. What's a leash that's holding you back? Write it down. I'm going to give you a second. Where can you get better? What's something that's holding you back? What's something that's not letting you show your full showcase and your potential for your performance? What is it? Write it down. You don't have to tell me. I don't need to know. This is you versus you. I'm just here to give you some knowledge that I've learned along the way to help you guys learn along your journey in your way. Because there's some of you who's been doing this probably a hell of a lot longer than me. But if you have more leashes than me, you might be in trouble. Knowledge minus leashes equals performance. I want to show you guys there's some practical strategies to use, how to use rejection for good. Okay. Number one, you guys have heard us talk about like reframes and stuff like that. You need to reframe the experience. Okay. So what do I mean by that? What I mean is, don't see rejection as like the final verdict, like, oh, it's over, my life is in shambles. Don't do that. Shift your brain. Okay. Shift it. Rejection is part of the process. You're going to get told no a hell of a lot more than you're going to get told yes. Each rejection that you get is literally means you're one step closer to the win. When I was selling insurance and I hated my life, guess what? I knew for a fact every no that I got was going to lead me closer to the yes. And that little game that I played with myself kept me positive on the phone when 10 people hung up on me and told me to F off. Guess what? I knew my yes was coming. I had too many no's for a yes not to come. But if I showed up poopy pants and not like ready to perform, I would have pissed away that yes because I wasn't prepared. I didn't have my armor on going into war. What an idiot. I went to war with my clip, not in my rifle. That's not too good. That's not too good. So each rejection that you get puts you closer to the next win. Every no, closer to the next yes. Number two, keep moving forward. Okay? In sales, advancing the conversation instead of getting defensive is when you face an objection or a no, like, don't get upset. Disarm them. It's not the end of the world. Don't let them see your state change when they tell you no. They don't crumble in front of them. It's like, let's say that you're fighting, you're boxing in a cage, you're boxing in a ring, and then somebody hits you right in the gut, and you just want to be like, ooh, you can't show that. Because if you show that, they're going to smell blood and they're going to go for the kill. Don't let them see your weakness. Don't let them see anything that you say phase you. Okay? So underneath I think we're on keep moving forward. Make sure you put that in there. And this applies the same in life too. Like when stuff gets hard, when stuff don't go your way, don't retreat. Don't retreat. Get creative. Figure out ways to pivot and keep your momentum rolling. This is life. Every single bit of it. Number three is embrace relentless effort. You've got to create some non-negotiables for yourself. And here's a good one that I'm sure you guys have all heard this. Okay. Andy, when he was selling cars a long time ago, he said he's either sold 3 cars a day or he's making 200 phone calls. or he's running 3 miles. That was his non-negotiable. That was his non-negotiable. We've got guys in our company right now that don't sell that says they don't sell 3 products a day. They're going to run some miles. It's their non-negotiable. Their back's against the wall. Who wants to run 3 miles at the end of the day at nighttime? Not me. And I've ran a marathon, an Ironman. I still don't like running. What's your non-negotiable going to be? Because nobody's going to be holding you to it. It's you and you alone. Only you know if you hit your goal or you don't. Commit to something regardless of the outcome. Just commit. Just do it. If rejection comes, just push harder. Keep fighting. Don't quit. Each effort that you do, it's going to bring you closer to the next level version of yourself. You ever heard the saying, "Oh, that boy's got thick skin. Oh, he's got that thick skin." It's because in let's do Elliott language, battle tested. They've been battle tested. They've had a million no's. They've had a million people cuss them out and tell them not to do, they won't want to do business. They've had all these things happen to them. And it developed thick skin. So all this stuff, all your trials, all your pains, all the things that's not working, the deals that back out, the deals that refund, that's helping you build your resilience and becoming the next level version of yourself, period. And you've got to own your story. You have to. You got to own your story because nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you nothing. The world doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you anything. You need to accept that rejection is just a part of life and take full ownership and responsibility of it and just take action. Because if you don't get what you want and you blame others, dude, that's not the way. That's not how it works. You're going to stay in that same cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and nothing's going to change. Zero. You guys see that? Zero. I like having fun. Let's let David in. David just joined the chat. I'm going to talk to David. David, welcome in, bro. You're just 30 minutes late, but it's better to be late than not show up at all.
I got kicked out. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm just messing with you, bro. Hey, it's about having fun. I just give him some shit just because. Resilience.
And I'm fine with it.
I know you are, bro. You're a savage. So we're halfway through. I wanna talk to you about one more thing when it comes to overcoming rejection. And then I've got that special that I was going to tell you guys. And then I know that a lot of you guys from me doing previous Zoom calls, you guys love Q&A. So rejection it's inevitable. It's going to happen. But here's the deal. It's not a dead end. It's just a crossroads. So the key, I appreciate you, Stacy. The key to becoming unstoppable is learning to thrive in discomfort that the rejection brings. How do I do that? It's not easy. It's not going to be easy, but if you want to be the best, you'll figure out how to do it. Everything happens for a reason. And remember, the better that you become, the more scars that you're going to have. Just imagine, look at all these people that you look up to. Let's use Andy Elliott. You all paid, man. Everybody on this call has paid money to Andy Elliott, invested in theirself. I've never ran a business like Andy. I've never had to endure the stress that Andy's went under. I haven't got to experience that. I don't know what it's like. But I know all the stuff that he's had to go through has made him resilient. And he's had a lot more adversities than me. And if you look at his bank account, my bank account, his skill level, my skill level, there's a big difference. I'm doing decent for a 25-year-old, but I'm not on his level. What has he had more than me? He's had a lot more no's, right? He's probably had a lot more yeses too. But check this out. He's had a lot more adversity. And you learn so much more from your failures than you do your wins. That's a fact. So much more. So every time you get no, every time you get a rejection, let it sharpen you. Don't let it stop you. Let it fuel your hunger, not douse all of the fire and the motivation, the drive that you have. Don't let it put you out. Be freaking relentless. I want you to write on your paper in capital bold letters, be relentless. Because that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. And I want you guys to remember this. Your value, it isn't determined by the rejections that you face or overcome. Okay? Your value, and you want to write this down. Your value is determined by your belief in yourself and your willingness to push forward over and over and over and over again. Once you embrace the suck, once you embrace the rejection and use it as like a stepping stone, the life that you want, like that's on your vision board, the life that you dream of, guess what? It's not just possible. It's waiting on you to grab it.